playing Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and I feel guilty for not beating it on the DS first. My brain is weird.
I feel that. My brain is also weird. Like, even though in this game my plane just crashed, it seemed like a super stressful situation. This is so calming.
What the heck are bull capsules? Why do I have to put stickers on them? Talk about stressful lol. I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, just growing cabbages and breeding hippogriffs just to chill the hell out.
Yeah, I've been testing my heart here, playing Resident Evil and horror games. I don't usually play horror games. I don't watch horror movies. I try and stay like in a pretty calm, mental state. I've been playing these extremely aggressive games lately, and I can feel it inside of me, right? The anxiety and all this.
just telling my cousin about how my dad and brother used to put me behind the keyboard playing the first RE and laugh at me forgetting.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. Resident Evil's always been a stressful game ever since I first played it, way
I would
back.
get so scared because I was like 6.
Yeah, me too. I remember the first time I fought Nemesis, I was like in a whole different like mind. I was like, I don't know this guy. He's terrified. But typically, I avoid horror games and jump scares and all that.
When the thing jumps through the window for the first time, I ran out of the room screaming.
The liquor, yeah. Not me, man. I jumped up and I was holding the controller, about chewed the cord in half, trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Like I said, I don't like horror games, but for some reason, I love Resident
Yeah, my
Evils.
cousin and I are on your page, lol.
Yeah, honestly, I don't like being jump scared and there's just something about that game I can't let go of.
Resident Evil has a special place in my heart because I kinda hate my dad just a little bit sometimes for little stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things you just can't let go of. Sometimes you just hate to remember, but sometimes you just
Horror is
need
a
to
genre
remember.
that I respect.
Yeah. I like actual horror games. I don't like the genre, like it induces like a lot of stress
I
in me,
just
but
don't seek it out.
basically that, but like you said, I respect it. But most horror games nowadays aren't even horror games. It's like murder porn. And that's where Resident Evil did it right. It was awful and horrifying. Right? Like, you never had enough bullets. There was always someone trying to eat you. It wasn't just how gory can we make the kill.
My friend from church is a horror director now. Started off mixing fake blood.
Wow. Follow your dreams. I feel like I've been cutting trees for a while, dude. You'd think they'd all be gone. Imagine I'm about to break the knife.
I gotta be honest, he is the last person I would expect to be a horror buff. I guess he understands fear.
Ah!
See, when I play horror games, I'm not really, like, afraid as much as, like, I'm anticipating something awful. And then when it finally happens, it's like a burst of such just insane energy, you know, that kind of just bursts through you. Like, when you laugh, it's just God shaking you, making a funny noise. But when you're scared, all of a sudden, and it's like a jump scare, it's like the same thing, but you wasn't ready for it. Because God's shaking you up, making a funny noise, but you didn't get a warm up, you know?
Did you see that if a highlight of that guy who said horror video games don't work because you don't die?
Where'd the dang crap go? There it goes.
It was hilariously backwards.
I get that. I kind of feel like that sometimes when I'm playing horror games. They're all mixed up, right? It's gotta be a good one, though. Resident Evil 7 was a pretty good horror game. It was like a haunted house. It wasn't even like normal Resident Evil, but it was like, wow. I ended up playing that game standing up because I couldn't sit down.
Rags from If Up was just praising Race E7.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a traditional Resident Evil. It wasn't like something I would normally like, but it was scary. Like it was good for getting your bones to shiver, right? The jump scares in it were crazy. You used to be like standing in this building and all of a sudden there's just like a maniac running through the wall with a chainsaw, kind of like scissor looking thing, you know, like, or you just be walking along and then all of a sudden there's like the Ring girl, you know, the girl from the Ring, like flashing in the background. It's wild. Just
The traditional people in chat were clowning him for his opinion. Ugh.
Yeah, no, see, I like it when Resident Evil does something different that actually works. Like, there's some things they've done, like Operation Raccoon City, that were just awful.
I will never chide someone for pushing the envelope, unless it's drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Jimi Hendrix pushed the envelope in many ways.
Yeah. Sorry, boss, I gotta do a breathing treatment and it's kind of loud, so I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Oh no, I gotta figure this out. Give me just a second here.
You're good. Sorry I got off topic lol. Hendrix pushed the envelope when it comes to music but also mind expansion. How good, I just have asthma pretty bad and I have to use a machine to breathe when my lungs give up. Two of Hendrix's girlfriends called his manager at noon, saying, "We can't wake up Jimmy." And his manager said, "It's only noon. Why would you?"
That's pretty good.
Such an avoidable loss. Well, there goes the knife. Guess we'll have to make one now. Lol, my parakeets love those bat sounds.
When I was younger, I had a friend, and her mom had parakeets. They were like, what do you call it? They had a lot of personality.
My mom had a parakeet when we were little. She would yell, her name, Casey Casey.
Yeah. A lot of personality.
My mom used to yell it every time she came home, so the bird learned it.
Makes you wonder if they even know what they're saying. Or if they're just like a mimic.
She also taught her to say hello and I love you.
one of my dad's old friends had this, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a parrot, but it was a white bird, had the mohawk thing. Um, and that dude would get up every morning and he would say, shower, shower, shower. And he'd take a shower every morning.
They can teach birds to quote German dictators.
That's crazy. That's not the way I'd have went.
Cockatoo is the white one.
Yeah, it has like a yellow feather. Yeah, he was something else. A dude wouldn't come out of his room without a necklace, and he wouldn't start his day without a shower.
That is oddly funny.
Right. That's what I was thinking when I first met the fucking thing, and then it was like, all right, bud, get over yourself. He was a fun bird. He said all kinds of crazy things, but I had no idea. Like, this is what it messed me up, because he would say just the craziest stuff, and it's like, do you actually know what you're saying?
My uncle had a blue macaw named Ruckus. I might have told you, I don't know.
I don't know if he's told me that yet or not. I don't think I've heard that yet. It's a pretty righteous name, though.
Cockatoos love shiny objects. They will steal nickels if they shine.
I used to have ferrets, and they would do the same thing. They liked anything white and anything shiny. And they used to steal all of our socks. And what they did was they took it underneath of the couch and they made a sock nest. And then they had all their shiny things in the middle of it. So it was like a fork, a button, and odd pieces of shoes.
Roll like nifflers in Harry Potter.
Yeah, they liked anything white. Like if you had a white shirt hanging up, they'd go take it down. And it was funny, they put all their shiny stuff in the middle of their sock nest. Like they was praising it. Like they just
It
sat in the
sounds
nest.
adorably annoying.
It is. It actually was. But you got to imagine seeing them sitting there in their little nest just looking at the shiny stuff going, that's mine. Because they watch their shiny things like we watch TV.
I must have 14 or 15 shiny bells in my nesting parakeet's cage, lol.
And they probably love it. They think they're rich.
She also loves making a nest of the white stripes of bath tissues, haha. Oh, but about my uncle's blue parrot. Ruckus. He learned how to cry for help.
Uh-oh.
But he would abuse that ability when he got jealous. My mom was on the phone with my uncle one time and Ruckus started yelling, "Help, help."
That's funny, dude. I actually just watched a video of the police showing up because a parrot was screaming help. And the neighbors called saying that there was a woman.
He was just hanging upside down pretending to be in trouble.
Personality. I thought about having a trunk parrot to keep me out of trouble. You know, a parrot you keep in your trunk. It's always screaming help. So that way when the cop's got his gun drawn and he's opening your trunk, he already figured out why he pulled you over. He thought there was a serious situation, but it was just a bird in the boot.
Makes the cooker sound alive. Replace the letter C. Okay, it was a bad joke, lol.
Man, I gotta read it, dude. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, no, that made me laugh. Wasn't a bad joke. That was good.
Still not a great joke, lol.
Just what I need.
I heard a pretty funny joke today. It goes like this. So little Johnny was sitting in a classroom and the teacher asked him, if there were 5 birds on the power line and one of the birds got shot, how many birds would be left? Little Johnny said, well, there'd be no birds left because the first shot would have scared all the birds away. And the teacher said, that's wrong, little Johnny. There'd be 4 birds left. But I like the way you think. So little Johnny said,
just throttled me, so my laugh will be delayed.
So little Johnny said, alright, well, let me ask you a question. There's 3 girls eating ice cream. One of them's sucking the ice cream, one of them's licking the ice cream, and the last one's biting the ice cream. Which one's married? And the teacher says, well, I imagine the one that's sucking. And little Johnny says, no, it's the woman with a wedding ring, but I like the way you think. I thought it was pretty good. It made me laugh out loud.
That's a cool teacher for 1,930.
There's another little Johnny joke. I heard pretty recently. It was it's pretty messed up though. The teacher asked little Johnny, she said, why don't you tell me a valuable lesson you learned over spring break? Something you gained some actual knowledge from. Little Johnny says, well, I can't tell you a story that I learned from, but I can tell you a story that was told to me that I learned from. He says, I was talking to my Uncle Johnny, and my Uncle Johnny was telling me stories about when he was in Vietnam. He said at one point, my entire platoon left me. They left me with nothing but 2 bottles of Jack Daniels and enough ammunition to clear the next village. So Uncle Johnny said he sat down and he drank the bottles of whiskey. He loaded up his rifle and he just started clearing the next village. He said he was mowing them down.
I think I remember this one. Pretend I'm stupid though.
He said he was mowing them down like a scythe cutting through grass, right? He said women, children, all of them. And the teacher goes, "Oh my God, Johnny, what could you have possibly learned from that?" Little Johnny says, "Well, you don't fuck with Uncle Johnny when he's been drinking."
Don't mess with Uncle Jail Mal. What are you trying to do in your game?
Well, right now I'm just harvesting an island. So I'm trying to get everything, all the materials, gather them up into one spot. So that way when I go to build something, everything's right there.
You like Jackie Chan movies?
Oh yeah.
There's a hilarious one called City Hunter free on YouTube.
We'll have to check it out.
Only, in Japanese. English dub, I think.
Even still, I don't mind reading movies.
But it is like a cartoon, reminds me of Rumble in the Bronx. Only time I have ever seen him use a stunt double, skateboarding.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's actually hurt himself quite a bit doing his own stunts.
He rides the skateboard himself, but the flip tricks are another dude. I remember Rumble in the Bronx shows him break his ankle and keep acting once they put a cast on it.
says dedication right there.
Put a sock over it, painted to look like his other shoe. That song they play at the end credits is so great. I always forget the name. I just call it, go. Jackie go go go. I tried to find that Jackie Chan punk song. I found it, but I still don't know the name. Am I allowed to post YouTube links in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
https://YOUTube.com//ZCUHSEL1RQC?mark SI=sign QTLMDFHUOWS278CD. Lol, she read that whole shirt, haha.